fitting mug for today's video. Hello and welcome back to Bug Realms. On this channel we like to discuss all things creepy crawly, so if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. So, I'm having my morning coffee and my So Many Legs order arrived. Now there were 4 tarantulas in that order, but 3 of them are mine, so there's only 3 you're going to be seeing here today. The other one I will then have to be posting on to somebody else. So, in here we've got the Acanthoscurria geniculata, we've got the Nandu chromatus, and we've got the Nandu carapoensis. Now all 3 of these tarantulas are between, I think it was 4 to 7 or maybe 4 to 6 centimetres, so they're small juveniles, but every single one of them is already sexed female. Oh, no more worries of more males. Now I've never had a female Nandu. I have raised 4 Nandus. 1 did die stuck in a molt as a sling, and the other 3 all hooked out to be mature males. So the Nandu carapoensis is the one that ended up dying in a molt, and the chromatus is still going here in my collection. He's an old grumpy man who really doesn't like to eat or do much, but I really loved raising him, and up until the point where he hooked out, he was an amazing eater, he was an amazing display tarantula, and I thoroughly enjoyed him. So to be able to not have to worry about that but still have a Nandu for when he's gone, that will be fantastic. And the A-gen is just because you can't really have a collection without an A-gen. You know, it's one of those tarantulas that everybody should own, and I just don't own one. I thought I had one once as a sling, it turned out not to be. So yeah, and having all 3 of these sexed female, young juvenile sexed female, means I can have them for a really long period of time, watch them grow up and then still have them as adults for a long time. It also offers breeding projects in the future. Now I'm going to set up 3 of these houses, which would be absolutely fine for anything like 4 to 5 centimetres or so on. If they are spanning more the 7 centimetre range, I may have to swap this for something else. But for the time being, we'll put them in these, and if I do need to swap one out, I will go and get hold of an enclosure online, and we'll do that in a future video. As long as they've got access to water, a place to hide, they will be fine in this, even if it's just for a temporary basis. So I'm going to get 3 of these set up now. So this is house number 1. It's just got a bit of leaf litter to make it look more natural, a little corkbark hide, and I will be adding a water dish, but I always do these after the rehousings because I just find it easier to get the tarantula out without. I quite often put water dishes in after recording, so if anybody is ever concerned not seeing me put one in, it's because I generally don't really do it on the camera, but I do add water dishes to them all, and if anybody ever wants to double check that, you are welcome to see so in maybe a live video or something. But there we have it, and I think the first one we're going to do is the A-gen, and the reason being is this is the one that comes in the smallest vial. Now although they all say that they're around the same size, you can see the vial size is different. Whether that's because Andy's out of these or whether it's because these are a little bit bigger, I don't know, but we're going to base it first off on the size of the A-gen and then work out if we reckon these kind of enclosures are going to be the right ones. So you can already see some legs poking out there. Okay, we're just pulling the tissue out like so. And then, as you can still see through this lid, sort of, I'm going to put that on there. And I'm just going to gently press the bottom of this tissue, which will put a little bit of pressure building up towards the abdomen, but not actually on the abdomen, which will make the spider want to come forward. Oh, beautiful. Still got a leg attached. Come on, let go. There. And it's just as simple as that. I think the angle was a bit bad for you guys, so let's get a better view. So there she is in the corner, our Acanthoscurria geniculata. Now, to those that have never kept tarantulas, I can see how you can confuse these with the Nandu chromatus. They have a lot of similarities, but anyone that's kept at least one of these species in their actual collection would be able to see the difference quite clearly. But you do find a lot of people, especially on online sites, they do get them a little bit muddled up sometimes. And she's a good size. I think she fits quite well into this enclosure. She doesn't need much more space than that at the moment, but next month we might have to move her. There's a bit of a better view for you, so you can see her in all her glory. And she is a little bit feisty, she is a little bit nervous right now from being in this new house, so I don't want to shine the light on her for much longer. We're going to leave her to settle down. Which one next? Shall we do the Chromatic so we can compare the two? Okay, for the Chromatic, again I've got a little hide under here. I've actually done this design because it's very similar to the adults design, the mature male that I have, but obviously in a much smaller scale, so I thought it was kind of cool. Which one was the Chromatic? Okay, the Chromatic was in this one, so let's just hope that he's not too much bigger. Okay, he doesn't seem bigger to me. Okay, the little guy was really attached to his tissue and it took up like most of this enclosure. So what I've done is I've just ripped half of it off. And now I'm going to try and give him a little nudge backwards. Just a gentle little off the tissue. There, that's it. That's it. One more leg. Good girl. Okay. This one's got a little bald booty, as you can see there. And this one seems to be a very shy spider in comparison to my last Chromatic. My last one would bolt around, it would even threat pose now and again, when it was smaller anyway. But this one just really doesn't want to be in the light. We'll have a little closer shot, but then we're going to leave her alone. So there it is. You can see what I meant by similarities, right? You've got the white and black legs, and it would be a reddish abdomen, but she is balding on the abdomen. There you go. It's about the best you're going to see from this girl, I'm afraid. Beautiful. And here is the home I've designed for the Carapoensis. Same as all the rest, bit of bark, bit of leaf litter, just for look. And we'll have a water dish added in afterwards. Made a little starter burrow here as well, just in case it wants a bit more shade, a bit more shelter. And this is the tub that it is in. So this is the biggest of the tubs, but I noticed that that didn't make a difference when it came to the Chromatic, and they were all supposed to be of similar size anyway. So fingers crossed that this one will come out the same. Okay. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing in it. No, I'm joking. It's actually gone under another bit of tissue just down here. Pain in the bum. You see the shadow? Don't know if you'll pick it up just here. Oh, where's my lid and catch cup first? That would help Sam, wouldn't it? Right, lid, catch cup. So, to make it easier on myself, I'm going to get rid of some of this tissue. Wow. Again, we'll try and get a closer look once it's out of the enclosure. There's something about these that I really do enjoy. There's just something a bit more plain about them than other Nandus, yet more beautiful at the same time. I'm not quite sure if you can gather what I mean, or if you think I'm just talking rubbish. Pull this tissue, hopefully it will just walk off now. A little bit more. Go on, beautiful girl. We want to take a look at you. There. Okay, so we've caught her just on the edge of the hide. But can you see what I mean? She doesn't really resemble the others that much. She's got slight different tones on some of the legs there. but she's mostly a sort of browny coloured spider. Ah, she's gone. Now I don't want to make her afraid of her own home, so I'm not lifting this for long. We do want to have another look at her. There she is. So as I said, a lot more plain style Nandu, but something beautiful about them. Let me know in the comments below if you keep any Nandus. Do you have the Carapoensis? Do you think that they're beautiful in their own plain way? I think she is one of my favourites out of that lot, you know. Something very clean looking about that coloration. Okay. So there we go. 2 Nandus and an Agen walk into a pub. Would anyone care to finish that joke? Because I didn't actually have a punchline for it. So yes, as you can see, they've all gone into their hides. The Chromatic sticking a booty out. The Agen sticking a leg out. And the Carapoensis is in a bit of a deeper hide. But they are amazing. Thank you, Andy. Wow. I'm really happy with this. Really, really happy. We finally have additional females in the realm that we can raise up. So I think that's how I'm going to work things from now. I'm going to specifically look for females unless I'm treating myself to a mystery or I'm buying slings that are a bit too small to sex. I think that's the way I'm going to work it, you know. No more unsexed juveniles unless it's something specific that I've been after and can't find it anywhere else. Cool. So if you guys want to see what else dwells in the realm, make sure to pop back weekly for multiple videos. That's going to be it from me. That corner wasn't on. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye bye.